of self-encouragement. This is something that she sang to herself whilst she was working as a nurse, and then it took on a greater meaning. It's a song called Golden Skin, which we will play very soon, but I thought we should talk to the artist in question first. We've got Ibe. Am I saying it right?
Olaedo, like Ole and Do. Olaedo Ibe.
Olaedo. What a gorgeous name. Does it have a meaning?
Yes, it means gold, actually, in language.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's gorgeous. Okay, well, that leads us very nicely into what we're going to be talking about. So you're working as a nurse, and this is a kind of thing that you were singing to yourself. But then you moved on to working in a burns unit, and you said this kind of song took on a different meaning. Were you already singing before this, like singing professionally?
Yeah. I've always, yes. I think when I first got into nursing, it was just like a song of encouragement I sang to myself just to kind of get me through the day, because it wasn't easy. And then I started looking after people who actually use skin bleaching products on their skin just to lighten their skin tone. And then eventually over the years, I finally had the opportunity to actually create the song. So that's why I called it Golden Skin, because we have black gold, we have white gold, but the gold is still gold and it's still valuable. We have white skin, we have dark skin. Skin is still valuable.
Oh, I really like that. Now, this might be kind of an alien concept to some people listening when we're talking about skin bleaching. But, you know, I think it's a lot more common than a lot of people know, than a lot of people realise. Can you just share some of the reasons why some people with a darker skin tone choose to bleach their skin?
Yeah, so it's actually started way back in history. I think for a long time, people who had darker skin were always kind of would I call it ill-treated, but mistreated, or people who had lighter skin were treated
more favourably.
Yeah, there was a lot of favoritism, that's the word. And it actually started during slavery. And even when slavery was abolished, even in the media, you would see movies, it was always like the lighter skinned woman, especially in the African, Asian, Caribbean, Black American kind of arena. They were always the favoured woman, or the woman that was, the love interest.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why someone who may have a darker skin tone may decide to say, okay, they want to start to skin bleach so that they can also be desired. So I think it's more for acceptance.
And it's so true. Like, colorism exists like within all races as well, and it's something that is still really, really prevalent today. So you were working as a nurse, you were already kind of like singing this to yourself, you already had a love of music, and then you started working on the burns unit, and I'm guessing that's where you kind of had a bit of a realization that our skin is just so precious, it's so important.
Yeah, it was actually heartbreaking when I first saw it. It was heartbreaking because you just realize how deeply people really want love and acceptance. And for someone to use something like a chemical to hurt themselves just to be accepted, it lets you know how deep-rooted the issue is. And even in some societies, I know in some Asian societies, they put it in their baby cream so that as a girl's growing up.
I didn't know that.
Yes. As she's growing up, she would have better opportunities job-wise, marriage-wise, things like that. So it's a really deep-rooted issue, and I'm really glad that it's getting attention and awareness, yes.
I didn't know that at all, about kind of being used on children. And it's just something then, it's just so like deep-rooted. I remember I had a colleague once who was from Korea, and she came back from a trip back home and said, I'll bring you some skincare, I'll bring you some goodies. She'd gotten me like a face mask and cream and stuff, and all of them were like lightening products. Yeah. And I just remember receiving them and thinking, I don't want these at all. But it's just so like ingrained. So with this song, you kind of now put this, your own, I guess, like affirmations to yourself. You put this in the song for other people that they can listen to as well. We're going to press play on it in a little bit, but can you just tell me like the journey, I guess, of actually getting it recorded and putting it out there?
The journey is a miracle because I was kind of asking myself, how am I going to get funding? And I won funding.
Okay.
I won funding from Help Musicians, MOBO Fund. And so when I won that funding, I thought, how can I really maximize this opportunity? I've always loved the British Skin Foundation. So I also kind of used the song to kind of shed light on that. So that's how the journey is. Also, another artist also joined me as well called Ray Ray. She's great as well. She really loved the message of the song, just people loving and accepting the skin that they're in. So yeah, that's the whole journey in summary.
Wow. Also shout out to the Mobos, because things like that, like grants like that, really, really powerful. Yeah, okay, let's get this on. This is Olaedo Ibe with the track that's called Golden Skin.
You're gonna win, hey, you're gonna win with the skin you're in. No more hiding it, hey, no more hiding your pretty girl. Your skin is special, but you've never been told. So much better, better than gold. Expensive, classy complexion, oh, can't be measured at all. Oh, can you really imagine our way with fashion? One is better than the other. Oh, broaden your perception, something you're forgetting. Gold comes in many colors. Oh, just like pure gold, skin comes in different color shades. Just like pure gold, skin comes in different color shades. Just like pure gold, skin comes in different color shades. Just like pure gold, different colors, the body makes it say. You're gonna win, hey, you're gonna win with the skin you're in. No more hiding it, no more hiding your pretty golden skin. You're gonna win, you're gonna win with the skin you're in. No more hiding it, hey, no more hiding your pretty golden skin. Money fed me do baba titi like forever, ever titi like forever. Why you wanna change heaven's work? Your skin shines like the sun. You look good the way you are. Melanin is royal. Don't wash it away. Don't let anybody's words make you feel like you know today. Just like pure gold, skin comes in different color shades. Just like pure gold, skin comes in different color shades. Just like pure gold, skin comes in different color shades. Just like pure gold, different colors, the body makes it say. You're gonna win, hey, you're gonna win with the skin you're in. No more hiding it, hey, no more hiding your pretty golden skin. You're gonna win, hey, you're gonna win with the skin you're in. No more hiding it, hey, no more hiding your pretty golden skin. I thank God every morning for my drop gorgeous golden skin. Say no to yellow fever, put off the garbage in the bin. Whatever you were born in, God makes a way for you to win. Whatever you were born in, God makes a way for you to win. You're gonna win, you're gonna win with the skin. You know my skin, no more hiding your pretty golden skin. You're gonna win with the skin, no more hiding it. Oh, no more hiding your golden skin. You're gonna win with the skin, no more hiding it. You're gonna win with the skin. You're gonna win with the skin.
Oh my gosh, what a bop.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's such a bop. How does it feel hearing it on the radio?
Amazing. Like, I'm just literally smiling, and I'm in shock as well, but I'm excited as well. All kinds of emotions in one.
Oh, I'm really happy to hear that. It's so kind of upbeat, uplifting, and I think a reminder as well of like a topic that is quite big and quite serious. Actually, you can approach it in a different way. And I think even if someone listens to that once, it's that reminder, it's that affirmation, it's that kind of encouragement that, the skin that you're in is gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I just, when I was recording it, I really just wanted people to take away that whatever that they were born in, that they can win. Like, you're going to win with the skin you're in. So I'm so glad that you've played it. Thank you.
Is there anyone that kind of inspires you? Not necessarily just a musician, but people, whether it's in arts or culture or seeing them on TV or hearing them on the radio even, that kind of give that reminder to you? Because I know being a confident person is great, but we can't always just lean on ourselves for all of that.
No. That's a great question. Wow. She's an actress. Her name is Tamara Mori. She was on a show called Sister Sister way back in the 90s. She really inspires me. I really love Tamara.
I love that. I love Sister Sister as well. It's a good little throwback reference. Me and my sister went to a fancy dress party as Sister Sister not too long ago. Yeah, had our little hats on and everything.
Yes, I feel like she's just a positive. She's just a positive person, and even when she's had like struggles in life, she's been open about it and how she overcame. Yes, there's so many people. I've just kind of gone blank. But
it's because I put you on the spot. It happens all the time. People say, name your favourite movie, and I'll think, I don't know a single movie I've ever seen. But maybe also this is a good little reminder for listeners of just look to those people. Make sure you're following people, whether that's on social media or, just keeping up with their work. People that are positive, that are uplifting and remind you of the things that you want for yourself. I think that's really important.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. What you take in eventually is what you bring out. So if you want to be positive, you need to really take in positive things. I agree.
If there are people who, are struggling with their image, their self-worth, whether it's their skin or something else, do you have any tips or techniques that just help you, just kind of perk you up a little bit, that will help you kind of get on to the next step?
I think for me personally, there's so many different like affirmation videos that they could watch. For me personally, I lean on my faith, so I would like look at scriptures from the Bible and things like I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. That means I was made wonderfully, I was made amazing. That's just saying it over and over again. Or if you you can even Google like 5 affirmations and put them on your window or your like a mirror, and just say it to yourself 5 times a day before you go to bed, before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. You have to be patient with it, because sometimes it's hard to believe like, oh, I'm amazing, I'm going to do great things, when everything's really, really negative. And that's something that I've even struggled with. But I think you just have to really fight and persevere and fight for yourself, kind of. You just really have to fight and persevere and just keep on saying positive things to yourself. And eventually, sometimes it could happen immediately and sometimes it takes time, but I believe it really, really does work.
I am with you on that one. I listen to affirmations on YouTube to go to sleep too.
Yeah.
I used to need to have like a TV show or something playing as background noise. And I was like, actually, if I'm going to listen to anything, I might as well listen to words that are really positive and wake up in the morning just feeling a little bit more uplifted, whether you take things in subconsciously or consciously.
Yes. I agree. And I think what's so amazing about that, especially in meditation, is that when you wake up during the day, you just kind of hear it like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know that it kind of like really sunk in. It's really, really powerful. Another thing is therapy. And I know like the NHS waiting line sometimes can be really long as well, but even just speaking to your GP, speak out to someone, don't be silent about it. Just speak out. I feel like it's really, really important to just speak to someone, especially if it's like your GP or a therapist or someone that you really trust. Yeah, don't keep it to yourself.
I think that's great advice. I could talk to you about well-being and self-help and all of that all evening. You've been a joy to have on the show. I really enjoyed playing your track as well. Olaedo Ibe, thank you so much for giving us Golden Skin, for uploading it to BBC Upload, and for joining us on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honoured, and I hope to be back again. Thank you.
I'm sure you've uplifted a few people's Monday evenings as well. So thank you, Olaedo. Have a good rest of your evening.
Bye.
That was lovely. Let's play some Doja Cat for you before we talk to our next guest a little bit later.
Yeah.